let's just go ahead and kick things off with a Love and Marriage DC. Let's go ahead and get that out the way. Okay. So Irena and Winter, y'all know they ended up having this sit down, right? Because Irena feels a way about the nickname that Winter has given to her husband, Mr. Red Light Special. So she doesn't like that. She don't appreciate it. So she wants to address her. So Winter tells Irena if she would have never brought it up, as far as brought up Kevin, then she would have never had anything to say. Okay. Now Irena asked her, like, girl, are you messed up in the head? Like, what's going on in your head? Like, are you affected from your previous relationship? Like what's going on here? And Winter says no, but she asked her the same, like, girl, are you affected by the current relationship you got with your husband? So Irena tries to tell her that the situation isn't the same. Okay. She says that Irena says her husband didn't have a baby by someone else. So she definitely took a shot at Miss Winter when she said that. But Irena, I just feel like, girl, I feel like your husband probably did cheat. If you have any inkling that that's what your husband did and you're not necessarily willing to accept that, then I just feel like, girl, your husband probably did. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like her husband did. Give me 1 second, y'all. I feel like her husband did cheat. I feel like she had an inkling that he was. She just could not find the proof. And also, some part of me feel like I don't know. I feel like she just blindly accepted whatever it was that he told her because, again, she likes to make things seem like it's so perfect when it comes to their relationship. So, yeah. Those are my thoughts on that. I feel like, girl, it's probably damn near the same. Just because he ain't had no baby with nobody don't mean that he wasn't out here thoughting and motherfucking bopping. Like, let's not and say that we did, okay? What else happened? Yeah, that was pretty much it. I said I don't know why Irena even brought up. Oh yeah, I didn't know why Irena brought up Winter's ex. That's what I wasn't sure. I'm like, why would you bring up her ex when they haven't been together in God knows how long? Like, why would you even feel the need to bring him up? Like why? Like she ain't been with him and you tried to take a jab. I didn't think Winter should have really took that as personal because it's like, I ain't been with that man in so long. He did what he did. That's what he got to live with. I removed myself from the situation. So you bringing him up, that's not affecting me. Okay, I've been moved on. And maybe she felt the way about it because they probably got kids together. Maybe that's why she thought, why would you bring that up? When my kids got kids with this man. So I don't know, but yeah. So that was pretty much the situation with them two. Let me see. Irena failed with that question. Both of them are and have suffered from issues in their marriages. 1000% 2 L's. I definitely agree. He cheated. That's why she's so bitter. Perfect example of Tisha and Marceau. She the exact way. And there's that. Yikes. Now, whether you want to believe it or not, I feel like some things did happen. He was doing something that made her question and think like, dang, could he possibly be? But she didn't necessarily catch him. But then the thought for me is, did you even want to catch him? Because it makes me feel like she likes to have everything so perfect. So she didn't want to interrupt the lifestyle that they already got. You know what I'm saying, girl? So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. What else ended up happening? The couples ended up linking up. So we meet Tasha Lyons again, and Tasha Lyons coming to the building as though she's team Winter. As much as I haven't been a fan of Winter this season, I can't say that I've been mad at her for doing such a thing because clearly ain't nobody have her back. Not even her good girl, Miss Monique. Monique didn't even really have her back, in my opinion. So I really wasn't tripping too much off of Tasha having old girl's back. Now, Monique speaks on the incident with Winter and how she felt she got the wrong story. I don't know if Winter really gave you the wrong story. I don't know if Winter really gave you the wrong story. She just gave you the story from her perspective. Like, what was wrong? I don't know. But anyway, so the ladies tell their husbands about the nicknames. Okay, they like, oh, she got a nickname. So when Irena tells Quick that his nickname is Fun Size, Quick seems like he wanted to laugh, but then he also says in the confessional, you see, I ain't even got no nickname for her because she doesn't mean anything to me. So what's the point in having a nickname for her, right? So that's what Quick says, but it seems like it was kind of funny to him, and it also made me wonder, has he heard that before, which is why he laughing? Okay, meanwhile, Jamie done turned his head. They trying to figure out why he was called Red Light Special. I don't even know if they got into detail at the table as to why he was called or referred to as Red Light Special, right? So Tasha Lyons tells Hold on. Yeah. Okay. So Tasha Lyon says that she talked to Winter and says that she tells Monique, like, you may need to check in on your friend, like check in on her. But meanwhile, you got Irena, like, yeah, girl, you might want to check her. Okay, because the way that BIT just had to sit down with me, she lucky I didn't bop her. So you might want to go ahead and check Miss Girl. Okay. And then Tasha said, well, girl, face, no. Okay. I didn't say that. Okay. I said check in on her, not check her. Okay. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, now, Irena, you know that lady didn't say check that woman. But I feel like it kind of says a lot for Irena to tell Monique, yeah, you need to check her. Because to me, I feel like Irena automatically sees Monique as being team her and on her side. And I'm like, that's kind of messed up in my opinion when you brought this woman on the show and this supposedly one of your close friends. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's keep going. So as Irena is talking and trying to tell her side of what happened between the sit down between she and Winter, or the friction between she and Winter, her husband decides to cut her off. I believe he even put his hand up, motioned her to be quiet, and then he grabbed her face or something like that. And I really did not like that he did that. It's like, let her get her statements out. Because if the shoe was on the other foot and it was a group of guys and you were talking to the guys and she was trying to hush you up, you will be thoroughly upset. Now, I do understand his reasoning for doing that, because it's like, okay, let's not give her so much, like, let's not talk too much about her. Like, girl, let's move on. Like, she is a non-motherfucking factor. Like, let's go and enjoy our night. I get that. However, I think it was just how he kind of went about it. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, you got Miss Irena over there on social media, on Twitter, people asking her, like, let me see if I could pull up the tweet. Give me a second. I want to see if I can pull up this tweet here. Okay. So somebody says to her, Jamie, why in the F are you putting your hands in people's faces? So Irena says, it wasn't like you think. Calm down. And I'm like, girl, that's your problem. That's your problem, Irena. You always excuse the behavior of your husband, and it seems like you're still trying to move in this space of, we have no issues, we have no problems, there was nothing wrong with what he did. And maybe you feel like it's nothing wrong with it because as long as you've been in this relationship, he's done it and you just went along. So at this point, it's just natural for you. It's not looked at as disrespect as other people may look at it as disrespect. But okay. So then the person responded to her and says, you're the one who said he was a bully. And now he said, you're the one who says he was the bully. And now he's putting his hands in your face to get you to stop talking. And he told you to be quiet. What the hell is the point of being on a reality show if he's going to keep trying to stifle you? What is the point of that? Every time you get ready to talk or do anything, he's shutting you the hell down. Miss Man, what is that about? So she says, y'all do know editing and everything that come along with making reality TV makes it look more than what it really is. And it's like, but I don't really think they edited that part when he put his hand in your face or grabbed your face. Like, I don't think that particular part was edited. You know, maybe I need to go back and watch. But at the end of the day, those things happened. And what was happening in that scene was him telling you to shut your ass up. Okay? Everybody else letting their wife talk. But your husband is on something. Shut your ass up. You feel what I'm saying? Let's see what you guys are saying. It seems like all the mess in Irena's and Jamie's marriage is about to come out. Did you see how he grabbed her face at the table, right? Right. And that's another thing I was wondering, like, did he do this to keep her from going on? And then she's going to say some things that she's going to wish that she did not say. So yes, I did see that. Right. He did the most with grabbing her face. He could have just walked away if he was over the come on, in the quotation marks, over the conversation. Absolutely. He definitely could have walked away. Like, or he could have just handled that much nicer. I don't know. I feel like Todd, when I'm thinking about Todd and Candy, I feel like Todd probably would have been like, I'm just over this. Like, I'm gonna let y'all have that and walk off, right? He could have did the same thing. Like, you got it. Like, y'all sitting over here, we not gonna get nowhere with this, and walked off. Like, I mean, I don't know. What else? He is a physically and emotionally abusive. I don't care what nobody says. Okay. We the public can see it for what it was. Even the folks at the table made a face. Correct. Okay, so they be trying to play us. And I feel like she be trying to play us like he be trying to play her. And it's like, it's not going to work on us, ma'am. And it's going to be different for us, Irena. You're going to always deal with these issues because we see your relationship from the outside looking in. And I feel like people that are in relationship, blinded in love, blinded by history, they don't often see what we see. And sometimes when they do, they refuse to acknowledge it based on that history or the family dynamic and wanting to keep things intact for appearance purposes. So she's going to continue to deal with this. Let's see. Ashley and Irena, aka Daddy Longlegs, have been mean girls. What? Talk. I'm stuck on Daddy Longlegs. AKA Daddy Longlegs have been mean girls taking jabs at Winter in her past relationship. Now that she's defending herself, it's a problem. Like they have the perfect marriage. Gotcha. Jamie trying to get Irena to shut her mouth before his other woman get pissed. He knows it's only a matter of time. Ooh, child. They really shouldn't have signed the contract to come on the show. Girl, look like a few of them shouldn't have. Let's keep going. What else did she say? So then the person says, Jamie, why the F are you putting your hands in people's faces telling them to be quiet? So Jamie decided to respond to this guy and say, cause I can, he says, cause I can, now what? And I know for a fact you can't do SHI about it, champ. Oh, wow. Well, that's your husband. So go ahead and stick beside him, girl. What else happened? So Monique and Winter. Monique goes over there to see Winter. Soon as she get in the house and they sit down, Monique immediately starts talking. I thought Winter was going to do the talking, considering the fact that Winter said she invited Monique over there. Because when Monique started talking, for me, it was given, let me hurry up and address it because I already know that you're mad. So let me just go ahead and just like put it out here or whatever like that, so I can kind of set the tone for how the conversation is going to go or whatever. So Monique says that she wants to get to the bottom of things when it comes to the ladies. Monique tells her that she told the ladies about the nickname that she had for their husbands. I don't know if that was the right thing to do, Miss Mo. I really I don't think that was the right thing to do. So Monique says that she doesn't like when people have nicknames for her husband when they aren't cool. And I'm like, that's any woman. That's any woman. That doesn't mean that you should have went back and told them what it was that she said. Okay. So Winter, which was interesting to me, did not acknowledge what Monique said. She didn't acknowledge that Monique sat up there and told those ladies what she said, but she got in the confessional and says now she's gonna have to question her friendship with Monique and what information she should or should not share with Monique, right? And I'm like, well, why you just ain't tell Monique that at the table so y'all can really get to a better understanding? Like, well, dang, Monique, I don't think that was nice. I think that was messed up. I hate that you had to share that. All Winter said was, I know. Like, I know you told them. Basically, because Irena came and cussed your ass out. Right? But I feel like that was a moment to check your friend and say, I understand you did that, whatever, but moving forward, when it comes to our conversations, I would appreciate it if you handle them like X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? That was a great opportunity for Winter to not be passive when it comes to Mo and just tell her directly what's on her mind. That's just what I'm thinking. But Winter didn't acknowledge that, but she went on to talk about the sit down that Monique and Irena had. So Winter says that let me start up. So Winter didn't acknowledge what Monique did. Instead, she spoke on Irena and her. Winter says that she will start wearing a body cam because as she was telling Monique about the actions of Irena, Monique was like, what? Huh? What? Huh? What? Huh? What? Huh? What? Huh? What? Like, girl, cut it out. So then Winter tells her, well, I'm gonna start wearing a body cam because for some reason you just can't believe what these ladies are saying and doing to me. So I'm gonna have to start showing my proof, right? So Monique tells her, listen, at the end of the day, I do believe that we could be a sisterhood because we all have a lot of things in common. So that's what she wants to get to. Monique is acting like she is at a loss, but you've contributed to the mess. She's acting like I'm at a loss for words. Like, I can't believe this is happening. I really think that we can get to one accord. And it's like, Monique, why you always acting shocked? What is this stuff that you're doing? What is this shockness that you're giving? You're acting shocked when they tell you stuff that Winter said. Then you acting shocked by Winter when they tell you stuff. I'm just like, and you've been in the reality game long enough to not be shocked by any of this. So why are you acting shocked now? I'm just, what? And then you also contributed to the mess. So what you shocked for? Like, girl, move away. So Winter starts crying about the things she's been through and how it's hurtful to her family. Okay. For Irena to bring up some of the things and for other people to bring up the stuff that they say and whatever the case may be. So she's still hurt by this. Monique tells her, in order to move forward though, you also have to own your part in the mess. I do agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Everybody has to own their part. And I do feel like Monique has owned her part by talking too much or saying some things. I feel like she may have done that at the dinner, right? I do think that. But Yeah, I think everybody, every single person played a part, whether you were firing back at somebody or not. Y'all all contributed to something which has allowed it to go on longer and longer. So I definitely agree with that. Let's see. Mo was messy. She laughed at the nicknames, knowing, come on now, knowing how she felt when Gizzard called Chris a big boy. Yet she still went to carry the bone instead of addressing Winter in the moment. I have to agree with that. That was a little like sketchy Betchy. You saying that you don't like when other people have a nickname for your man, so you felt compelled to let them know. But at the same time, you was laughing because you thought it was just quite hilarious, right? Girl, that's definitely giving two-face to me. You're showing yourself to be one person in this Winter's face, and then you turn and you show yourself to be a different person in front of the other ladies. I understand Winter if she's on reserve about you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And even if it is like friends of the show, I do understand it. Like Monique said that she and Winter have known each other for years, but they never hung out. They really didn't start hanging out until they got on the show. And I understand that, but y'all have known each other the longest. So maybe Winter came into this with a certain expectation of Monique. So it's like, I feel like if she's upset with you and she mad, I can't blame Winter for that because it is like you brought me into this circle. I would have expected if I don't know these other ladies that you would somewhat have my back. Okay, I know you're in a complicated spot. When it comes to these other ladies, you're trying to continue to maintain and foster these friendships with them, but you've still known me the longest. You brought me into this circle, and although I appreciate it, I still expect you to kind of have a little bit of loyalty to me, even if it is. You're probably gonna laugh at shit that's funny behind my back. You probably, or in my face, if you feel like it's funny, you're gonna laugh. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to things that I've shared to you, just to you, like don't go back and tell them that. Okay, like not all of it. Like, come on, girl. Like, come on now. You won't want me to do that to you. You'll better blown the gasket. Like, let's be honest here. So yeah, Winter believes they are friends, and Monique's behavior has shown otherwise. Monique moves slick. I see her. And there's that. I agree. Monique does not have to be so messy in order to make good TV. I feel as though she needs to be more indentic. I hope I said that correctly. And give us something different. She does not have to listen to the producers. Truth. I think she could get certain things across by way of the based on the tasks that the producers give her without being so messy. You know what I'm saying? Because as Winter watches this episode back or this season back, I'm sure she pissed the hell off. Y'all saw it was a photo. If you didn't see, there was a photo of all of the ladies pretty much together. You had Monique, you had Irena, you had Ashley, and you even had Tasha Lyons. But Winter was not in the picture. So I'm like, girl, have y'all fallen out? Why was there a cookout and Miss Winter wasn't even invited? Yikes. So I'm sure she looking back at this season, thinking to herself, like, this BIT, is she over here laughing and she this and that? We're gonna see how that friendship go. Now, see that if they get another season, that's gonna make for interesting the friendship between Monique and Winter. Right, and see if Winter gonna really turn up on Monique as she's gotten into it with the other ladies. So we're gonna see. So let's get into some other things. So Irena, Jamie, and Terry came to the house. Y'all know that's the medium. I think she's a medium. Okay, during this meeting, Terry lets Irena know that she covers up a lot of emotions and calls her fake. And I said, well, did she lie? Where is the lie? I can't seem to find it. Okay. I feel like she was telling the 100% truth. She lets her know that she is hiding things from the world. She is. And she just is. Like, we could just see that. And her wanting to get her body done, it's just giving, I'm trying to compete with the ladies that are catching my husband's attention. That's what it's giving. Like, I don't think it's something that she genuinely wants to do for herself, to feel good about herself. Like, whatever the case may be. Whether it's like, oh, I've always had this pudge and I want to get lipo and get it sucked out because no matter what I do when I work out, it's not helping, da 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 da. Like, I don't know what it is, but that's another thing I just want to say, because I saw let me do a little insert real quick, or just a little rant. I saw Erika Banks. If y'all don't know Erika Banks, she's an artist signed to Megan Thee Stallion's old label. She gonna sit up here talking about, y'all go get y'all body done. Y'all go get y'all body done. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. It's your body, girl. It's your coin. You do what you want to do with your money. That's fine. But girl, y'all need to understand, if y'all going out here getting this work done, girl, that stuff is temporary. All right. You gonna have to work your ass out. Okay. You probably gonna have to watch what you eat. Okay. So if you going like, dang, I like on some Marlo stuff, like, girl, I'm gonna get lipo. That's fine, girl. Go get your lipo. Go get it sucked. Get it sucked or whatever you're going to do. You got the money. It's your body. All right. But you might want to hit the treadmill a little bit more, because if not, it's probably gonna add the fuck up on your ass, and you probably gonna get more weight on your body than you had before. I'm just like, girl, you might want to. Okay, so Miss Irena, if it's a situation like that, girl, which I don't think it is, I think it's more so to compete. But if it is a personal situation, girl, get it together, because you're gonna be looking blow the hell up, and your husband may not want you. But you know what? You do strike me as a person that's very active and want to work out. So anyway, girl, what do I know, girl? What do I know? Just, you know, do you okay. Anyway, honey, period. Why waste the money if you don't plan to do a total lifestyle change and pay for the aftercare? I have to agree. I knew somebody years ago, still know her, but there was someone that I know that ended up getting the is it the, I keep thinking lap band. I don't know what it's the procedure that they have on their stomach that helps them lose all that weight so they can't eat all this food or whatever the case may be. Lost it for short periodically time and gained it back. Hello? More than what they had before. Okay? I don't know. I'm like, I don't know what y'all doctors tell y'all when y'all be going to see them or whatever the case. They don't tell you the possibilities of what's going to happen after you go through these procedures. They don't give you those because look, them the side effects, I guess. They need to give you the side effects of what it is, okay? Because I just be seeing a lot of women in the public eye, and I could be wrong, but this is where I get this thought. I see a lot of women in the public eye that go off and get these BBLs or whatever the case may be that they get done, and then over time, as you watch them, they get bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's like, I got, and it's no shade. It's no shade. Do what you want to do, but thank you so much, Essence, for gastric bypass, because that's exactly what it was. Thank you so much. Like, I'm thinking about Lotto, and not that Lotto looks bad at all. Okay, not here to body shame anyone. Okay, however, I did notice she got her breasts done, I think, and then I've been hearing people say she got her butt done, but I've been in denial. Y'all know I be in denial about people's butts, and I've been like, whatever. Okay, they're saying that she got a BBL herself, and I am seeing the weight. I know some type of surgery happened. I don't know, but I am seeing the weight gain, you know? So that's where I get that. Like when I see these ladies, it's like, girl, that's what's happening, huh? Y'all got to still be active. There's nothing like, if that's what you want to do, there's nothing wrong with it. It's your body. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's there for. Go get your work done. But you just got to be able to maintain whatever active lifestyle that you can afterwards. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. I just had to do that little insert, girl, when I started thinking about Miss Irena wanting to change her body, and I feel like it's for her husband, not for herself. And if it's for herself, then that may not be the best result for you. I don't know. But you know, maybe she won't have no issues because she's a very active person. I think Irena is fine. She really doesn't need anything done. But you know, when people want what they want, you know, you can't tell them, hey, do what you want to do. Let's see what else you guys are saying. All the little rap girls have gotten their bodies done. You know, I was in denial about Erika Banks. I'm not even gonna lie. I thought she just had lipo. I knew she got her breasts done, but I thought she just had lipo because I remember her stomach being super big, and she was really happy about it. And I was like, okay, do your thing. I hope she don't get no other work done. You know what I'm saying? No, I said, oh, you know, her waist looks super small. Looks much more smaller than normal. Maybe she, you know, was working out. No, ma'am. When she did this BBL, that's when it confirmed for me. Like when they did the little red carpet and she talked about that, I was like, oh, she really did get it done. Okay. Right? I thought that her butt looked bigger because she made her waist smaller. But girl, I need to just cut it out, right? Lotto, Erika Banks, of course, Cardi B, and Nicki Minaj. The only one that's authentic is Megan Thee Stallion, because she hasn't naturally. Oh, you said she has it naturally. Period. You know? Let's see what else you guys are saying, then we'll move on. Sorry, I didn't mean to turn this into a surgery talk. My bad. Yeah, the thing about lipo is that it can come back even if you get fat removed. It comes back in other areas, and I truly believe that. I truly believe that. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about them cells, they're going to figure out a way to regenerate, girl. Guys, I'm going to get out here and work out, girl. I know I need to get to somebody's gym and just bust it down. So if I need to bust it down and work out, girl, I know y'all do. But anyway, Bernice looks good. And what's crazy is Bernice said that she got her butt done in somebody's basement. That's crazy. But she works out too. She does. Everybody needs to ask her who did her body. Somebody in the basement. Somebody in the basement did it. Because whoever they're going to ain't it. Yikes. Somebody in the basement. And I think, didn't Nikki say she got hers in the basement too? And maybe Nikki is just at that place where she just, oh, you know what else is interesting? Sorry, y'all. Girl, my bad, y'all. Forgive me, girl. I know we're supposed to be talking about Love and Marriage DC. But Nikki, real quick, y'all know she did the Essence Fest, and people are asking whether or not she's pregnant. I heard someone say that she got a breast reduction. I didn't even pay attention to that. But if she indeed got that breast reduction and she had some type of surgery and she didn't really hasn't been active, maybe that's why her stomach is bulging, because maybe it's just, a little fupa because she had surgery recently, if that is the case. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what it is. And she hasn't been working out. Maybe she just needs to go to the gym and then she'll slim all that down. Or just maybe she could just not really have to work out, maybe watch what she eat or something, and maybe she'll slim down. But people are thinking that she's pregnant. I don't know. I'm waiting for Nikki to announce that. But when I think about the reduction, and if she's had surgery and she hasn't been active shortly thereafter, then maybe she'll, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that's the reason for the extra weight gain. That's what I'm thinking. Y'all let me know. But anyway, girl, leave it in the comments. Now let's keep going. Monique and Chris, they end up working out. They do this little sexual workout, whatever they had going on, they're trying to figure out ways to bring themselves closer together. So she tells him about how she was complaining to him to yet another friend. It was something about how she led that conversation to where I was kind of like, why do you feel comfortable to say that to your husband? Your husband probably already don't want you. He probably know you're going to talk, when you have your friends, you're going to talk about your relationship, but he probably I don't want to hear that you was complaining about me to yet someone else. Right? Why would you lead with that? But okay. So Chris feels like when she does things like that and other stuff, when it comes to critiquing him, he feels like she bashes him. Okay, she bashes him, and she says that she doesn't see it as bashing. It wasn't meant to come off like that. It's just a way for her to express herself, right? But I feel like it's going to be hard to not bash him when you're speaking on your marriage and the things that you're not happy about within your marriage. You know what I'm saying? So that's really to him or her. Like, you may not think that you're bashing, but you are. And Chris, if she's confiding in her friends, unfortunately, it's going to come off like bashing, even if that's not what she meant to do. It's just what it is, okay? So Chris feels like he's trying, but she never gives him credit for that. I feel like Chris is right. I feel like he is telling the truth. I think that Monique is a person that can be a perfectionist. Some of the reasons why I didn't necessarily care for her on the other show, I think that she does try to be like a perfectionist and shows how perfect she may have things, or how this or that, and it can get irritating. Okay. So I feel like the things that he does do, she doesn't pay attention to that or give him credit for that, because she's found more things on the list that he needs to work on. It's more stuff like, oh, you need to get this again. Okay, cool. You got that. All right, now you got this. So it can get irritating. I mean, like, even if a person's just on a job and all they hear about is the errors that they're making, but never getting, gratification, or shall I say, like, praise, and that's what I mean. And they're not getting praise for the work that they are doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's gonna be like, well, BIT, all you ever do is complain. I mean, and when I do get something, y'all act like y'all don't even see that. So same thing. Let's see. She's tired of him not following through. As long as he can come off as a good guy, then he won't follow through. But her way is making her look bad, not him. That I like how you put that, just Ivy, because that is what it is. She wants him to follow through. She wants him to find his passion. She wants him to rise to her vibration level, basically. And he's not at that vibration level. And it just means that I feel like Monique has been working on herself for a longer time period than Chris has, which is how she got to that time, to that vibration, right? To that high vibration. Whereas with him, it's taking time, and it's probably going to take the same amount of time it took her to get to that vibration level. She just have to, give him time for that. And you're right, though. I understand the frustration from her, but it is making her look bad, though. The way that she comes off, it definitely is making her look bad. Even though I get it, because I was saying that from the beginning. I'm like, man, Chris just lazy. Chris ain't got no passion. He ain't got nothing. Like, that shit will get annoying for real. So I do understand where she's coming from, and I think you're right. Monique loves Chris, but I don't think she's in love with him. Okay. Giselle said all of these things on that other show. Well, there's that. There's that. She tired of, no, I think I read that one. I don't think she's pregnant, and I know she feel bad if she not, so they need to stop saying that. Jonetta, I said the same thing. I said, imagine being told that you're pregnant and you're not. Imagine that. And some women that may have, recently miscarried or a situation, and then now, they still got a pull, a bulge in the stomach, and then somebody's asking or saying that they're pregnant. Like, cringeworthy. Yikes. Yeah, so Chris is aware that he fell into a slump sitting on the couch, but you can't shame nor fuss someone into doing something. That is true. Can't shame them or fuss them. It's really gonna only make them not want to do it. So it's just the communication, and I think that's going to be her way to getting him to be active, right? I think it's going to require her to start complimenting the smallish, and it's crazy because it is kind of like a kid, right? A kid is gonna want to kind of like impress their parent a little bit when you like, oh, good job, good job at that. Then when they go and do something else, it's like they want that. So I feel like it's like, I know grown ass man definitely being treated like a baby. She's gonna have to treat him like a baby a little more longer, okay? And she's gonna have to start encouraging him and highlighting and validating the small things that he does. And that's what I think is going to lead him to get to the place that she may desire for him to be. But that's just what I think, girl. Let's keep going, okay? Because the husbands link up, and Peter comes out briefly just so they could drag him about not having enough coins to pay DJ Quick, okay? Kevin also shows up, and Quick couldn't wait to get to it because he wanted to know details between Kevin and Winter's relationship. And what was interesting was Kevin says that he's still married. He still sees her as his wife. He's still wearing his ring. He hasn't taken it off yet, okay? He came with documentation. The fact that he came with documentation for me was giving a bit sketchy. Okay, why are you leading? Like, we just had a man's night out. Who told you should bring this paperwork? And then when he brought out information, it was information on, I guess, a book that Winter wrote about their relationship because she was so in love. Okay, at the time she was in love. Now she's not. What else is going on? Okay, what is this manuscript? Like, what are you bringing to the people? Like, we don't care. Okay, let's not talk about what was. Let's talk about what's now. But I guess the whole reason we're here is based on what was. So let's talk about it, right? So then, he came with documentation. He said someone in the group, and really Chris said this. Chris wanted to aid him in this conversation because he really likes Kevin. He said, oh yeah, because you were saying that somebody else in the group was the one that wasn't honest, right? And of course Kevin agrees with that. So he's saying that he didn't scam her, but he'll let the facts speak for themselves. And I'm like, you don't want to speak for yourself? Okay, what facts do you have? You don't want to like, come on, talk. Like, if she's talking, you could talk. What facts? So then Jamie feels like he's presenting a case to show that he's in his right mind and Miss Winter is not. And I'm like, and because of that, it's giving scam to me too. Okay. So Quick feels like Kevin told him what he needed to hear in so many words. And I said, Kevin ain't tell y'all shit. Kevin ain't tell y'all a motherfucking thing. Kevin talked around in circles. He used the weakest information he could, which is showing y'all a damn ebook printed out. Like, and you feel like there's some information to tell you something? Yeah, it was telling you that he's a scammer and he just played you with his words and you went along. Because did anybody get anything? I didn't get anything out of what Kevin said. So I don't know how DJ Quick sat up there and got that. Even Jamie with his whatever mind self, Jamie even sat up there and was like, he's presenting a case, okay, to show that he ain't crazy, Winter crazy. And really pretty much with that information, I'm gonna think that you crazy. But what Jamie also said, because I felt he didn't want no conflict, he just said, I respect him for that. I feel like he just respects him for holding on and wearing that ring and trying to keep the marriage together. But Jamie sees through the BS, I feel. So I'm like, DJ Quick, what the fuck? Did they edit something out? What did you get? Any little thing that you could get to carry on the beef that your wife has with Winter, you was gonna take it. Sit down, Quick. You're closer to the floor. Have a seat. Anyway, the couples head out to Monique and Chris's. I think they got a lake house. Is that a lake house? Or is the house near the river? One of the two. They went by the water. The house by the water. How about that? We're learning that Winter is actually not going to stay the whole night. I feel like she's going to end up staying the whole night. I do. I'm not finna drive back. I'm not finna drive. You finna have me there at night. I'm finna get full and I'm finna be drinking, chit-chatting with y'all, and you think I'm finna drive back? Only way I'm gonna drive back is if somebody done got me hot and pissed the hell off and I'm ready to go. But other than that, somebody gonna have to scoot over, give me a sofa, give me a piece of a couch, girl, or get me a room with a door, because I'm not finna be leaving tonight. And it be cold up there? No, ma'am. Right? But if you just can't stand to be around the people, then I understand why you would want to go, Miss Winter, girl. So just go on, okay? That's pretty much that, you guys. I agree. I just saw pandemic weight gain. You just saw a pandemic weight gain like myself from the Queen. They did Rihanna and Beyonce the same way. Agree. And I know I got some pandemic weight gain. Girl, I know I do. Girl, we see each other. All right. Listen, it probably was not a lot of babies born during the pandemic, but it was damn sure a lot of weight that was gained. Hear what it is that I say as we go ahead and we move on. Go ahead and like the video. Definitely appreciate you guys for hanging out with me.